Hey guys, this is a Glock. This is a Glock connector. We're going to put this Glock connector in this Glock. If you have a Glock and you left it totally factory, that's fine, that's awesome. But what we're going to do for Todd is we're going to change out his connector because he wants to use this gun in matches and he wants a bit of a crisper trigger pull. So what we're going to install is the Ghost Ultimate 3.5 pound connector. A Glock factory trigger is about 5.5 to 6 pounds. Okay. Now, this is advertised as a 3.5 pound connector. It's not going to make your trigger 3.5 pounds. You'll probably get a pound or so less. What it does do, however, is it's a much crisper trigger pull with a much shorter reset, which is good, which is what you want, especially if you're shooting competitions where follow-up shots are important. And actually, follow-up shots are important if you're shooting at people too. You know, so Ghost makes two different versions of this connector. Okay, they make this one. This is the Ultimate, which is just a drop-in, and they also make just the regular Ghost, where you have to do a little fitting. And by fitting, they have what do they call it? They call it the
rocket.
What do they call that little nipple? It's patent pending and it's exclusive to Ghost and blah blah blah. The point is they have a little nipple, okay, that you do a little filing on to fit, so you get no over travel on a trigger. Okay, so if you want a really truly custom trigger job, then that's what you need to order. If you just want a trigger that's going to be a little bit lighter, noticeably crisper with a shorter reset, then you can just get this Ghost Ultimate. Okay. Now here in a minute, we're going to take the gun apart and I'll show you how to install it. It takes all of 38 seconds. Okay? See you in a minute. Alright guys, so tools. A small punch or a Glock armor type tool. A small flathead screwdriver, a butter knife, pocket knife, whatever. Obviously, take the gun apart. Set the slide out of the way. Take the punch out the pin from left to right. Lift up. Move the trigger bar out of the way. Take the little screwdriver. And pop the old connector off. Now, see if we can get a side-by-side. Factory connector, aftermarket connector. The difference is going to be, it's really obvious. Okay? Just flat, very flat perpendicular, and this is going to give you a little bit more of a positive sear engagement. Okay, so put the new connector in. And then there's a little bit of tension on this, but put your pin back in. Now these pins are plastic, so you don't have to beat them out or nothing, okay? Just obviously make sure that they're pretty equidistant. Put the gun back together. Now, as you can see the difference. Todd, you'll be able to see the difference, but pull the trigger. See how much shorter that reset is? You know what I mean? It's pretty nice, right? That's it, guys. It's a much crisper trigger pull. It's gonna be. It's hard to tell on these Glock triggers because of the safe action trigger, but it's probably gonna average somewhere in the 4.5 pound range. 4 pounds, 14 ounces, so just shy of 4 pounds, just shy of 5 pounds. Do another one. Oh, hang on. 5 pounds, 11 ounces. That was probably a little bit my fault. Oh, hang on. With this trigger pull gauge, I have to ready it every time. That's a little bit too heavy. Yeah, about a 4.5 pound average, give or take. That's it. Okay, if you Google this, if you Google installing a Glock connector, okay, one of the first hits you're going to come up to is a Brownells video, and Brownells is awesome, and they have some really educational stuff. And this is nothing against Brownells whatsoever, but in the Brownells video, they tell you about basically detail stripping the whole gun, okay, and taking the whole trigger group out and everything out of the frame, and you don't need to do that. We just saw that, okay? Like I said, what was that, 37, 38, 45 seconds tops, okay, and you've got a nice crisp trigger. Now, what I wanted to tell you guys is you can also get kits that include new springs from Ghost. Don't buy them. Okay, just don't do it. The connectors are awesome. Their springs are so-so. If you absolutely want new trigger springs and everything else, get them from Wolf and combine them with the Ghost connector, and you'll have a really super nice, super light trigger. But you don't want a super light trigger, especially in a carry gun. Okay, so a real easy, $25 modification to your Glock will make your shooting that much more enjoyable. I do want to tell you guys on Sunday at Oil Capital down in Broken Arrow / Coweta, there is an IDPA club match. So if you want more information on that, just shoot me an email through the site and I'll get you directions. You want to come down and shoot or just hang out, there's going to be myself and some friends down there. We're all going to shoot and we're going to have a good time. It's always a good time every month. It's always a good time shooting guns. So until next week, this is Rich from GunTortureTests.com. See ya.